Hello America, it is me Hans Gutenberg back again with a new video. First off, nobody is commenting on my Q&A video, so that might have to be cancelled. I don't care, I'm just making these videos for fun. But I'm here to apologize to a certain generation. Now, a few years back, there was a video I made called A Message to Lazy Gen Z. Now that was my big break. That video got hundreds of views and a good portion of likes, and that's what put me on the map, so to speak. But I think that is a bit outdated now, because I found a new generation that is more doomed than my generation. Generation Alpha. Boy, what do I have to say about it? Generation Alpha kids, they are doomed. That's all I can say. They are doomed because of what our society has become. CoComelon, TikTok, Roblox, and Slippery Toilet. And of course, many other things I cannot say because the list would be a goddamn mile long. But the few things that are the main problem with the Generation Alpha is antisocial behavior. I lost the paper. But basically, there is a real study that says antisocial behavior comes from isolationism. Isolationism is basically another verb for hermit. You know, being a hermit. Staying in your room all day, on your phones, on the TikToks. I mean, some of these kids, it was almost like they were born with the iPhones. You've seen the videos of a kid playing Minecraft, then watching a YouTube video on one. It just. I remember a time when the biggest thing for us kids was, I don't know, a new episode on our favorite TV show. And here's the thing, we couldn't just, watch any sneak peeks on the YouTube because that wasn't a thing yet. I remember as a kid always wanting a new VHS tape or a new DVD of, my favorite series like Thomas, Bob the Builder. Because yes, I am a Generation Z. However, I was raised right. But Generation Alpha, they are being raised on Slippery Toilet, TikTok, CoComelon, and many other disgusting things that our society has produced for the end of our society. And people just don't care about it. They just don't care about anything anymore. And I can find the problem. The teaching, the parenting, and the overall economical society around them. Society has taught them that being isolationist is good and stuff like that, and the world is doomed and there's no hope for humanity. So with that type of, propaganda spewing everywhere, of course these kids will grow up depressed. And of course, they're always on their phones. They're always on their phones. I know that's a bit hypocritical because I'm using my phone right now, but I'm not on it 24/7 and shit like that. That in Generation Alpha, some of them were born during the pandemic years. Don't forget, they were born between 2020 to maybe even as late as 2022. In some states, the pandemic era policies were still in effect. So most of these kids, they were raised to basically be like what we were doing during the pandemic. Inside all day, deleting our information off of TikTok and shit like that. And because of that, they will have zero social skills. They will have zero economical skills. Think about it, in 20 years from now, do you honestly believe anyone from Generation Alpha will be, builders, carpenters, skilled labor, politicians, leaders, military generals? No. A good portion of Gen Z children, who are now almost young adults, are beginning to learn basic skills. 20 years after they're supposed basically, that is another video for something else, and this was supposed to be an apology video for Generation Z, but I got sidetracked. But the one thing I do think will save Generation Alpha is the cancellation of all of these devices. A 5-year-old does not need a Chromebook, a laptop, an Android, an iPhone. No, just give them a Thomas the Tank Engine DVD, a DVD player, turn it on for like an hour, and just leave the room. Okay, and remember, but also remember, a device cannot replace a mother and a father. That is all. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to enjoy my lunch, a delicious Kirtland hot dog. Kirtland, they're better than okay. They're adequate.